great coming up here. I've seen pheasants coming out of here and a few deer hit on the side. This dip right here is one of two dips between Red Deer, Alberta and Calgary. So other than the odd farm sites around, and once you get South Calgary, it's even 10 times worse than this. There's no trees whatsoever, and it's just flat like a pancake. But I don't know if you can see, you won't be able to see right here, but the Rocky Mountains are about 50 miles. There, you can just see them peeking up. If you look just past that group of trees there, that's the Rocky Mountains. Here's where we are. There's the mountains over here. Redwood Meadows, the world famous Petro-Canada stop. Wow, look at that, eh? Elegant. Isn't that elegant? All my mother's dreams come true right there. So we've been going for practically an hour still, and we still haven't got to those Rocky Mountains. Here's what it's kind of like around, getting into foothills. This area is populated by lots of wildlife. There we go. Now we're on in the mountains, just like that. So we're actually kind of in the foothills of the mountains, but kind of in the mountains. You go from almost open prairie to pretty heavy spruce and stuff. The odd, this is now between Calgary and Canmore, Alberta. So those mountains up there are kind of over Canmore. There's a big old hill going down here. I always remember this because I saw an elk on the side of the road over here one time on that side. Hang on until we come over the big hill here. There you go. There she blows. There she blows. Down below the big hill. The kids think their dad says it's nuts. There's the lovely Rocky Mountains near Canmore, Alberta. Swinging around the old corner. There we go. Isn't that a grand vista? And up ahead here is a turn off to the Kananaskis. There's Bear Hill Road. There she blows. Let's see that transition from the foothills right to the mountains. So now we can safely say that we're actually in the mountains. Just went past Exshaw and we're making our way. Oh, there's the Banff gondola bus. Making our way towards Canmore here still. Then after Canmore is Banff. Then after that is the National Park, the field. Then the Glacier National Park, then the Revelstoke National Park. So as you can tell, once you get in the mountains here, is a little bit more snow. kind of like back at home. We're starting to lose our snow now, so in the bush there's still quite a bit, but you can see it's a couple feet deep there. God forbid you get up on that mountain. This is right off Trans-Canada number 1. And as you can see, there's still quite a bit of snow in the mountains. And when coming here, you want to be prepared. Brake check verification sign. Getting ready to go down the field hill.
Yoho National Park,
British Columbia. Somewhat wintry. This is the, what's the March today? 28th of March. Look at the snow on the roof. Show you over there. Up on that way, that blizzard is up on top.
big blizzard up over there.
We were just driving through a blizzard. Right off here pretty close you can see the corkscrew tunnel. Look at those snowbanks. Look at this ice over here. That's fresh drinking water.
Yum yum.
Down here, that's where the corkscrew tunnel is. See, there's spiral tunnel. There's the viewpoint for the spiral tunnel. CPR. Goes through the mountain. I used to work here, all on that railway through there. The tunnel goes through the mountain here for 5.5 miles. Pretty cool. All through here from Glacier National Park through to Yoho, Dad working. It was so wet. This is a big hill, this field hill. The old days, this used to be just terrible in the winter. There was no guards on the side in half the places, and oh God! Oh. So just in case you guys thought I was bluffing about how deep the snow still is here at this time of year, if you're doing bushcraft and stuff, you'd want to be prepared up here. This is the roadside snowbank where the plows on highway number 1. This is your Trans-Canada, okay? So yeah, I don't know, that's probably
oh no.
so much for half decently clean patch. Probably 12 feet deep. And this is in the springtime when the snow's all melted. Avalanches go over these tunnels, well, we used to call them sheds, but snow sheds. You can see the avalanche ramps come right over the top of them, and if hopefully the avalanche, mostly that hasn't come and land on you. They never used to be lit in the olden days. Some of them are lit now, some of them aren't. This one's got a big corner on it. And when I see these big rigs, I just stay right behind them because you don't want them punching you. This guy here is pretty slow. Some of them are just ridiculous, like the speed they go. You get these guys pushing on you, it gets a bit scary, let me tell you. And the roads are terrible. They're full of patches and potholes and just everything. And in this area there's probably 10 feet of snow on the ground, and that's actually on the ground. in some areas. You can see when we come out of the tunnels here. Show over here, hon. So there's the avalanche zones, but that comes down into the canyon there, so you can see where the avalanches come down on the edges. They go right over. This is one of these unlit ones I was talking about. So the visibility is a little bit poor in here. It's quite an adventure going out through BC. I take these avalanche zones over here, and these trucks are always rolling. It's constant avalanche, so it looks the same on both sides. But because there's a canyon down in there, we're not so worried about those avalanches, except there's an avalanche. Turn right there, right there, right there. It's those ones we're worried about. So these sheds are to protect us from the ones coming from the passenger side of the vehicle right now. They use great big cannons, 500mm or some cannons, to shoot these avalanches. They close the highway completely and they shoot the avalanches off these pads. There's avalanche zone right here on your side. So I think I'm going to pass this trucker. He's pretty slow. You can see where a few avalanches came through here and just smashed the trees, and right down the road, that's the second one since we came past the shed. And you see the height of the semi, that's the snowbank right there. Some places the snowbanks are about 12 feet deep, and I just want to remind everybody this is spring. If you're up in northern BC or whatever and you're planning on getting yourself lost in this kind of country, you might want to reconsider the difference between Ohio and northern BC, because this is southern BC in the spring. So right here we're actually at the Rogers Pass Summit, it's called. Okay? That was the cafe and stuff there, the little chalet. So basically this country right here is, you leave it up to the mountain goats. In fact, there isn't even a lot of moose and elk and stuff in here. It's mostly mountain caribou, mountain goat. So you can see that's a giant avalanche zone right there coming down off my side of the vehicle. Have a look at these snowbanks up here where this truck is coming through. They're probably close to 20 feet deep, and that's without any exaggeration. And people drive like maniacs here, gotta tell you. I actually lived underneath the one mountain here, and I was always worried because one avalanche came down and just the force of the wind knocked a few of the box cars off the railway track. I was working on the railway, and there's a lot of Chinese that are buried along here on this railway. There's something like 1,800 Chinese or something that are buried along here from various reasons. So as you can see, the snow's probably 6 feet deep in the bush here at least. And I mean, it's mostly started to melt off, I can honestly tell you. It'll quite easily get 20 feet deep here. the old Tossdart. So what do you think of that for some snow? Welcome to beautiful British Columbia, Canada, in the springtime. So, those saying, what's over that mountain over there? Another mountain. Yeah. We've been going through the mountains now for how long? 4 hours? We still are not even anywhere close to getting through mountains. To get through these mountains, once you enter from the eastern part where we live in Alberta, you come to the mountains through the foothills. You go into the mountains and then you're not out of the mountains until you get close to BC, and then you're still in the mountains really. Right down in this hold here, just coming up, is where I lived for a good part of a year and worked on the railway on the CPR. Oh, sunshine! Hey, finally, are we glad to see that after about 200 miles of nothing but sleet and slush and snow and ice. Wow, that's nice to see. So this is just past Mount Sir Macdonald in Glacier National Park. Just past the summit.
Tossdart.
Number 1, Tossdart.